This right here gonna be a cakewalk.
So that's the thing, right? The Mishima Zaibatsu is at war, right? They are at war and have been at war for a very long time. So you would think a company that changes leadership so many different times in the middle of a war would have collapsed in on itself already. Tekken 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 all takes place in 1 year. Like, if you think about it, so at the end of Tekken 6, Jin disappeared and Zafina was in control. What? Zafina is just in control now? No one's gonna challenge her? Heihachi's the one who, he literally climbs out of, like, I don't know, a volcano. He walks all the way back to, like, Japan and it takes control. You mean to tell me no one else on Earth got there before Heihachi? Imagine the most powerful company on the planet. You just walking in the door, you punch a couple of soldiers, and then the leader just gives over control? Oh yeah, you win, Heihachi. That's the goofiest thing I've ever seen. You can't even like walk into Google and steal a pen, let alone control of the company. Really? Really? You know what would happen in real life? In real life, if Heihachi did storm the building and he wanted to take back control of Nina, if Nina felt like she couldn't win that fight, she would simply get in the helicopter and leave. Yeah, you may have lost control over that one building, but as soon as Heihachi leaves, they just take the building back. Like, that's the thing. When you talk about the Mishima Zaibatsu in like a strategic like war sense, it really starts to fall apart. Why hasn't any other companies or countries just bombed all the Mishima Zaibatsu buildings? Who cares if Heihachi survives or Kazuya survives? We're just going to take out all of their artillery, and then it's just going to be one person left. Especially when you got lasers from space. Heihachi had a laser from space that wiped out a G Corporation building. Why didn't he do that before? He hit that building with a laser because he thought 100% that it would kill Kazuya and Akuma. Let's say back in like Tekken 5, before Akuma showed up when it was just Kazuya and Jin. Why did he not use that same technology then to wipe out Kazuya? If he thought for 100% sure that it would work, why didn't he try it? I mean, oh my god, bro. Well, they just make up stuff. So in Tekken 8, the story may change and it may evolve a little, but the reason why Kazuya is attacking everyone is because Heihachi outed him as a devil. And the world was like, okay, so this guy is one, a devil, and two, he's in control of this company in a war. So they're trying to figure out how to stop all that. And Kazuya's like, no, bro, you're not going to stop me or do this or do that. I'm going to do this. And he just starts attacking everyone. And that's when they're like, Jin, save us. We know Jin and Kazuya are related. But I don't know if like the Tekken universe knows that Jin and Kazuya are related. Tekken Bloodline is a perfect example of this. In that series, none of the characters know that Kazuya is related to Jin. Like, if you think about it, Jin goes around, he acts Harong, he acts Paul Phoenix, Nina, he acts a bunch of characters. What kind of person was Kazuya like? They're all just like, you know, he was evil, he was despicable. And Jin is like, wow, what did he do? And they're like, what did he do? And then they just start listing out all the horrible things. But that whole time, they don't even know that he's related to Heihachi until a certain point.
Remember, do not advertise you're related to Mr. Mishima, let alone Kazuya Mishima.
I don't need help from another Mishima! I heard you call him grandfather. You're the son of Kazuya Mishima.
If you guys pay attention to how he talks to Heihachi, he always refers to him as like Mr. Mishima.
That you're his new golden boy.
The name's Kazama. Jin Kazama. And yeah, I trained with Mr. Mishima.
I don't understand why Kazuya is mad at Jin. Do Kazuya really want ultimate power and not a relationship with his son? I don't even know what Kazuya wants. Really. Like, all I know in Tekken 8, he is just reacting to the news. Like, on the news, he literally was sitting down watching the news, and they were like, oh, we have to do something about this guy. This guy is a monster. And he was like, oh, you guys are going to get me? I'm going to go get you guys. And he literally walked outside and just started beating people up. So it's like, what what is your real goal? It seems like the guy just want to watch some TV. If they never would have put on TV that they wanted to beat up Kazuya, he never would have stopped watching TV, walked outside, and started beating them up. What? The guy just wants to watch a little bit of Family Guy. You have to push pause on the TV and go outside and throw hands. I saw someone asking if Street Fighter 6 was going to be like a tournament environment. They said that they like when the games are like tournament environments. But the thing is, like, I get why they stopped, because the tournament setting it gets ridiculous at a certain point. Well, okay, so the first thing, right? In Tekken 6, we don't know if the tournament happened, or if it did happen, we don't know if it finished. In Tekken 7, the tournament was supposed to happen, but it was canceled. The issue now with Tekken, you literally have Kazuya destroying New York City. What character will enter in a tournament in that environment? And oh, so you know, a lot of people were saying, well, the reason why they have to enter the tournament is because they know Kazuya will be there. That's more of a reason not to be there. If everybody knows Kazuya is going to be there, then you should not be there, because he destroyed New York City, and then he's like, all right, time to go fight in the tournament. You think they're not going to try to like send something back and you know, take him out? If they know he's going to be there, you don't think that stadium's going to come under some kind of, like, you know? The fact that Kazuya is definitely going to be there means you definitely should not be there. And that doesn't even take into account that only the Mishimas have won. Every single tournament, I mean, it's rigged. It's rigged. Even when Jin did lose to Harang, he turned into his devil form. He nearly killed Harang, and then he just continued in the tournament. It's crazy. Even when you do actually win, they're just going to get up off the ground, and they're just going to be like, no, you didn't, and then just kill you. And then like, okay, now, where's my next opponent? Oh, what? That guy Jin is a psycho. Jin is a psychopath. He literally lost the tournament, and then Harang was like, yes, I did it. After 4 tournaments, I finally won. Jin was like, no, you didn't. Nearly killed him. I would hate to live in the Tekken universe. Bro, these Mishimas are so annoying, bro. So first off, they throw in tournaments all the time, like it's a party. They go throw a tournament. They're like, yeah, everybody show up. But also too, we're gonna turn into demons like halfway through the tournament, and we're just gonna try to kill everyone. What? You little psychopath? Why do you want people to go to your event? What is the purpose of that? And even when you do win, you don't win. So there's 3 different variations of the Tekken 3 story, which is ridiculous. But one of the endings, or one of the variations, Paul Phoenix wins the tournament. And he doesn't get paid. They don't crown him as king. They just keep the money. Another variation, Jin wins the tournament, but he gives the money to the king.
Prize money's all yours. I don't want anything to do with it. Do good with it, okay? Build that orphanage. Whatever you were planning.
Which, so even if you take that one as canon, it doesn't make sense. Jin wins the tournament and says he's going to pay King. So technically, King would have no further reason for showing up in the tournament. One ogre who defeated his master was gone. So, revenge, check. Then he also has money to pay for the orphanage. Happiness, check. So why else are you showing up in the tournament after that? Unless Jin doesn't pay. And the whole reason why I'm talking about this is because, like, the tournament, it just doesn't make sense. Either they're not going to win, or even if they do win, the character would just have to ignore all progress and show up for the next tournament. When you look at how Tekken Bloodline frames it, bro, it's really crazy. They have all of these characters show. What was the city? I think it was like Puerto Rico, or I don't know, it was something like that. But they all literally are riding in a car together. Imagine Brian Fury and Yoshimitsu riding in a car together to go fight in a tournament. What the? You really think Brian Fury and Yoshimitsu is going to shit shoulder to shoulder in a car to fight in a tournament where they may not even get matched up? Is that new Cardi B? Hey, can you turn up the radio? I like this song. What? What? Jin and Kazuya in the car together. For real. You can literally say just any 2 characters. Yo, who on the ox? For real. Fang and Asuka. Bro. Literally, any character. They need to stop with the tournaments, bro. It's too funny. Like, I'm smiling right now. I cannot stop smiling by how funny it is. It is just absurd to me. And that's not even the point I was going to talk about. When I brought up Tekken Bloodline and all the characters being together. So you saw it. So after the car ride, right, which is impossible. Those characters is not riding in a car together. But after the car ride, they all are just hanging out on like an island. Look at Leroy Smith, bro. Leroy Smith alone, bro. Leroy Smith was at the tournament, and he tried to fight Jin outside of the tournament.
I'd love to teach one of Heihachi's goons a lesson. Yeah, walk away, golden boy.
And Heihachi was watching, and he was like, make sure that's Jin's first opponent. Come on, bro. Leroy Smith doesn't even have a beef with Jin like that.
I'd love to teach one of Heihachi's goons a lesson.
So that was a perfect time to show, like, you can't do that. You're eliminated. You're disqualified. But Heihachi was like, that's going to be the first fight for tomorrow. That's the first fight. Bro, you're rewarded for trying to punch people? Come on, bro. Leroy Smith tried to punch Jin in the face, and he got rewarded for being the first fight with Jin the next day. Oh my God, bro. It's crazy. They need to stop doing these tournaments. They need to stop throwing these tournaments. It just doesn't make sense. And that's not even taking into account like the war and all that. I'm just talking about personal rivalries, like Asuka and Fame. Oh, well, what if Dragunov and his Russian military show up? I'm not even talking about that aspect. I get, like, you know, tournaments are like super iconic and whatnot, but one, it doesn't make sense. It just does. Like the way Mortal Kombat does it, it kind of makes sense. If they do start fighting, then that fight itself becomes a part of the tournament. Like in MK9, a lot of people just start fighting each other. A lot of people just like, okay, I see you, I don't like you, I'm a fight. And Shang Tsung is like, okay, fight, this is the tournament, go.
Your inferior clan is dead. Soon you will join them.
My clan may walk the earth once more.
A challenge! Scorpion versus Cyrax and Sector.
You know, like he literally puts you on the island and expects you to fight each other. And that's how Tekken should do it. But Tekken don't do it that way. It's literally like we have scheduled matches and everybody behave yourself. Look, I want to show you guys. Exactly what I'm talking about with that Gigas and Katarina. And don't even get me started with Dragunovs. Is this supposed to be a part of the tournament? Dragunov is summoning tanks to try to kill people in a tournament? Is this the King of Iron Fist tournament right here? Come on, bro. A tank? Look at this one. This is canonically supposed to be the first match of the Tekken tournament. Look at the guy with the gun! Bro! Shoots her! He shoots her! Bro, this is a tournament! This is being broadcast to the whole world! I mean, it's crazy. That guy was a contestant. Here comes the next battle. G Corporation was like, okay, we can host the first match at our building, right? Our building, that's G Corporation building. They was like, okay, we can host the very first match to the tournament in our building. But then there was like, during the match, we're gonna have one of our soldiers show up and start shooting the contestants. So this is canonically a part of Katarina and Gigas' story, but it's not canonically a part of Tekken 7's story because the tournament never happened. Ain't that confusing? Bro, look at, I want him in Tekken 8. I want that guy in Tekken 8. Bro, imagine being the soldier that has to do that. They got like probably like 1,000 soldiers in that building, and Kazuya was like, you, I want you to go up there, and I want you by yourself to shoot at both of them. What? Imagine being given that task. What did that soldier do to deserve that? Cuddy got knocked off. I gotta watch it again. Bro, he got knocked off a building. Imagine all the other soldiers who were watching that. What the? Kazuya's yelling at him right now. Get up there and ruin the tournament. Bro, and he actually shoot. What the? Bro, this guy is a savage, bro. This guy is a savage. Look at him. I take back everything I said, bro. I take back everything that I said. They need to continue the King of the Iron Fist tournament in Tekken 8. They got to bring it back, bro. It's tradition. It's tradition. He drew the short straw. For real. For real, bro.